Hello, it is July 29th, 2026. What you see here is a reading I did on the 26th. I made a video, my proof of shuffling and pulling out the runes. I did upload it, but it's private because I don't feel good about it. So I'm gonna put timestamps. So when I say some blah blah, you can go straight to the reading. I'm going to continue on with my blah blah. Okay, so I have issues making videos. I think I am, I guess, autistic. I should probably not. I should probably make a separate video. No, yeah, it's a little hard for me to make videos. Like, I don't know. I'm definitely something neurodivergent. I'm definitely something, but I definitely think I do have something in these readings. I don't think they're for most people that like divination. It's kind of weird. Yeah, different factors. Like I can't talk well. My readings are kind of weird. And, you know, this is my thing, so whatever. I like to share, and it's my part of my collection. Okay, so every cycle, I mean, since I started doing my collective reads, has like a chakra and a rune reading. I know I keep on going like, just, yeah, that's part of the reason why I don't want to show. I kind of want to show it to. I was watching a autism video and how this guy was getting all frustrated and he didn't want to post a video, but he did. Like, that's kind of how I felt. Like, I just listen to myself. It's so cringy and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I don't even want to listen to it. Anyway, so I still have, look, I still have the two chakra spreads I did from the April 25th. Yeah, and I usually tie that in with the cycle. It's like, what the hell are you talking about, cycles? So, okay, keep on saying Easter. There was a thing, and then there was like an in-between space. And from this reading, I was like, I'm going to make this the unofficial, official new beginning, like whatever that means. So it was like kind of like a 3-year cycle ended, but there was like a in-between space, and I'm just gonna say we're out of it and we're starting new, like the official or whatever new beginning. So yeah, and then I usually like to, I noticed after I do these readings, I keep on coming back and being like, oh yeah, talking about this and that rune and tying it with the collective reads. If you've seen any of my videos, I was like, not like any. You'll see that I do a lot of tie-ins. I call them timeline readings because there's just a lot of synchronicities. One reading the next, it's like a transitioning, and yeah, that's part of the reason why I like doing, because my synchronicities are so great. So, okay, enough of that blah blah. I'm going to, yeah, I could have done timestamps. It's been 3 minutes. Okay, not so bad. I keep on having to check myself because I'm like, I don't want to be going on for like 10 minutes just blah blah. And, so I'll tell you what I did here. And then I think I'll kind of go into the numbers, just showing some things from these 3 books I have here. And then go into the readings. Reading and reading. All right. It is really difficult for me to, for example, like when I pulled out this root, I kept on calling it Dagaz, kind of like Hagalas. I don't pay attention to what I'm saying a lot of times, and then when I listen to the video, I'm like, what the fuck, you know. I have that issue. It's just some words, and I'm like, am I saying it right? Or like it's just and explaining myself. It's just, I can't just flow right. And yeah, I have a lot of thoughts and yeah. See, I'm frustrated. Okay, so what I did here. So I got an obelisk here, Labradorite. I only have like 5 obelisks maybe. I felt this one. I read what it meant in the book. It said, let me go pull it out. It said it paired good with Tiger's Eye. And like, maybe that's why I picked it, because like I think it's tied in with Leo, and we're in Leo season, possibly. It says it's good with the 3rd eye chakra. This was actually gifted to me. It says a stone of magic. I want to pick it up. There's like blues in there, kind of like this one. Yeah, I want to pick it up, but I don't want to move anything right now. I don't want to move the runes or the obelisks. The cards, yeah, I can move the cards, but I don't want to move. So what does it say? Beneficial for those under the sign of Pisces. Use Labradorite in a daily practice to increase telepathy and tap into your intuitive abilities. So, although Labradorite is primary 3rd eye crystal and may be used in energy healing anywhere from the solar plexus to the crown chakra, it is also thought to increase the flow of energy from the hands. So experiment with holding a Labradorite palm stone before and using and during a Reiki session, which I do have. I believe that's Labradorite. All right, so I did that. I put that in the center, and then I just put my hand in here, and I wasn't counting, but I was thinking 4, and then I went like that. None of them fell off the table. They fell exactly like this. This one was reversed. I put a note here, reversed. And then I pulled a card for each rune from this deck, Wild Whispers Oracle. Wanted to keep it simple because I think I usually do like 3, but I'm like, no. And it's good because this has directions. So the cards, Sunset, Sun, Nadir, which I guess is the Zenith or MC, Sunrise cards. Oh, no. See, there's a Zenith. Okay, there is Zenith. Okay, see, I messed up. Sunset, Nadir. Okay, that's icy. Sunrise, so you're rising, Sun, Zenith, Midheaven. All right. Okay. Because there was something with that. And then I usually do directions. So I said, now what did I say? This is west, east, right? North, south. And before I made that video, I checked, and yeah, I pointed the compass. So this is north, this is west, east, and south. But we're, yeah, and then I did look at it in houses. So we got this one in the 1st house, this one in the 3rd house, 9th house, and 10th house. Kind of like how White Feather Tarot does it. She has a chart, the houses, and then she throws her kind of like that. So look at the direction, the houses. Now what is this? That it can be you, a situation, earth, like, and then I do positions. This one's closest, so 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th position. So you could say this is more in your field or whatever. The situation. You can also see it as like yeah, with the houses, I also see this as like unconscious, or what people don't see, and then like above the horizon. and a lot of times getting what's down here up here, which is funny because this is Laguz Lake. So yeah, and sometimes, yeah, my readings feel literal, like unconscious, and this was reversed, which was already saying, like, I take reversed as kind of like human design, like the channel's not open, or it's unconscious. So it's just funny how it was reversed. It was in a third house, beauty, so it's like, seems to be something about expressing. But yeah, I'll get to the reading. So sometimes they seem literal, like the sun, and yeah, la la la, and then there's like a connection with the cards. It's kind of simple, but yeah, okay, let's go on to the next thing. So I use that book, and then I got 2 books here. I got Runes for Beginners, Lisa Chamberlain, and then a Rune Divination by Michael and Denny. And I recommend listening to his well, I don't have the book, but I listened to the audiobook. It's only like 2.5 hours long. It's I think it's called Rune Shamanism. Do people say shamanism? Like, see, this is another thing. Like, I hear words and I'm like, wait, whatever. All right, so, and I say so a lot. Ugh. Yeah, he makes a lot of ties to a lot of different things, and I like his interpretation, like what he said about Dagaz. I think it says it in this book too. Yeah, Vedic ties, etymology. It's really interesting. Yeah, I have to re-listen to it because I was listening to it at work, and yeah, and I want to listen to it again and sit down and like really like maybe think of what he said into this reading, and pretty cool. Okay, so numbers. Yeah, I did notice there was a thing with numbers. 11. Strange, because the first one we have 25, which reduces to 7. The second one we have 31, which reduces to 4, 22 to 4, and 7, right? I do a weird thing. If you add the 7 and the 4, that's 11. And then the 4 and 7, that's 11, 11, 11. And I was thinking before I even did this, like I'm going to pull 4. I wasn't counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then it just happened to be 4. And I don't know. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Or I add the numbers and it seems to, yeah, but we got 11, 11. And then wanted to, I don't think this part matters, like the rune number in this book here. You know, got the first 8, the second 8, so the numbers. I don't think that matters, but I'll yeah, go over that. And then yeah, right after I do this part, I just want to show you where the runes are on here. So the Laguz, the first one we got is here. So the 5th one, the 3rd set, right? 5. And then Sowilo. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be saying any of these right. I know he says it a little different in the audiobook. But I just say Sowilo or Soul, right? So 8. So we got 5, 8. The Dagaz is the 7th. And then we have Jera, 4. So we got the 7 and 4 right there. The 8. What was I thinking? 8, 5. Did we tie? Yeah, we tied those 2 together. So we got the 8. So yeah, makes 13, 4. I'm not sure. But yeah, so they're from so we get and so from here. So we didn't get any from the first row. Okay, so I don't know, maybe there's something with that. And then the numbers, just Laguz is 21. This is, I guess, just a reference thing. Sowilo is 16. Dagaz is 23. Jera is Jera. 12. And since we're in here, I'm just gonna, maybe it matters, just say what it says in the book for Laguz. It's associated with green, blue-green. Yeah, the deities, Norja, I don't know, the moon, element, water. Yeah. Miscellaneous magical correspondence. So it says pearl, malachite, willow, leek. For Sowilo, we have associated colors: yellow, white, gold, Baldur, sun, element fire, ruby, sunstone, juniper, mistletoe. For Dagaz, it's colors: yellow, light blue. I don't know how to say any of these deities. Deities. And people say that differently, it seems like. Or Heimdall. I'm so terrible with the words. I don't even, I have not studied really any of the, honestly. The sun, fire, water. So this one's sun. Also fire, water, air, chrysolite, fluorite, spruce, clary, sage, clary. And for Jera, it says brown, light blue, green, Freya, the sun, Mercury, element earth, carnelian, moss, agate, oak, rosemary. All right, so wanted to get that out of the way instead of doing it through the reading, because it's funny in the reading, like I kept on pausing on each one and being like, pause, let's look at this, let's look at the numbers, pause. Okay, so I want to get that all out. I'm going to put timestamps. I don't know if anyone's at this point, but is there anything else? So I went over the numbers. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. All right, so let's introduce the runes and cards here on the table. So for the first position, here we have Laguz with 25 beauty. Show the card up close. For the second position, we have Sowilo with 31 flexibility. For the third one, Dagaz, 22 renewal. For the fourth one, Jera with Foresight. Okay. Now what? Yeah, I guess I'll just go through each one. I know I'm going to be terrible at I'll just say what I see. You can see what you see. Okay. So yeah, like I said at the beginning, we got, yeah, and I'll go through the books. Well, should I just go over all of it first and then go through the books? No, I'll go through each one and then do a summary or whatever at the end. Or no. Yeah, I'll just say what I see real fast, like the reading, so, you know, you don't have to do each one and then, yeah, sorry. Okay, so real fast. Yeah, Laguz, lake, this being unconscious, third house, needing to express things. Yeah, and then when I saw this card, I was like, oh, it seems like she's, I was thinking like speaking, and I was like, oh, maybe that's not, yeah, but the book does say about expression. So, yeah, I was talking about being teary-eyed. See, I'm so terrible. Yeah, I think you get what I'm saying, right? So we got lake, like the emotions, like deep waters, needing to express that. seeing maybe like poetically, being grateful. There's something about, yeah, I think with this swans being like graceful about it. So it's in the house of communication here. Let's just go to the second one. Sowilo, which was funny because we're gonna say this is noon here. So it's funny how the sun is close to the high point with Dagaz. Because in the book it says that like in ancient times or whatever, they carved this symbol like onto the doors and the sun would come through, right? So sun shining like in, right, to Dagaz, and then I feel like that somehow helping with this, bringing this up. So you can see this reading like confirmation, like, or what to expect, or what to work on. But yeah, that's what I was getting. The sun shining, like the inner world, you know, giving hope, and then that helping this. And then with Jera, I felt something like this going on. Jera, which is funny because it's year. I said foresight. I said like planning ahead. But also saying something like no time, like the past is a present, a future, you know, like it's, I don't know how to explain it. I'm still thinking on things, but yeah, this said it was the emblem or whatever of this one was hands, I believe. Let me see. Not emblem. What do they call it? Yeah. Hand. Which, yeah, it's just funny. Like, made me think of a gear. So I kind of feel like all the runes are like working together, you know, like planets, like making aspects, I guess. There's something with this being opposite, and this, I mean, maybe trying, I don't know, like overseeing, like, you know, I don't know how to explain it. So like that, bringing Laguz up, and then this like overseeing. Yeah, and then there's a weird thing. I wanted to talk about this because it's kind of a synchronicity, or I was listening to, I think, yeah, Jeff Mara, and one of his guests was reading out of a book. I forget which book, and he was, it was, it's where like a man was in a dream and he went into another dream through a picture, and in that picture there was like the sun and I think the moon or something, like, and they were spinning around the world fast and it created a strobe light effect. This card made me think of that. Like it's like flashing, like going through a tunnel or something, like coming out. I took this as like if you're in like loops, because I talk about loops a lot, like loops with people, you know, like it's just like your looping problem, like if you have a situation where there's something that just like you're coming out of it. And then I felt like this was like kind of like a Wheel of Fortune wheel, and it was like tick 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 tick, and it stopped on the moon. Like there's something, I felt like something switching over the moon. Renewal. Dagaz. Oh yeah, and then it's funny because of the you know, like the butterfly wings. I see this as time, as a butterfly, like the fluttering, like the flickering, something like that, and coming out. Maybe like the sunlight, like activating something, and then you know, I don't know. I thought that was and then this one, yeah, being flexible, like since this is the 10th house, like career and spotlight right here. I was thinking kind of like like joy, like letting that energy or whatever, like you can see that there, okay, I haven't done, I've been pulling cards. I haven't really been doing that many videos, but it just seems like lately it's like a lot of it, there's a lot on water. So, I mean, you don't really associate sun with water, but kind of the same thing, like flowing like into things and around things, curves, bends, but only with like sunlight maybe or something, right? Yeah, there's nothing about legs. I don't know why. So this card is, let me look again. It is, it says flexible like a tree. Emblem tree. Emblem for this one, maybe, I don't think they all have them. It says snake. Oh, which is, I forgot. So there's something about also like a phoenix, like rising up. Like maybe the snake was here and it rose up. And then for Foresight, it says, yeah, that one's a hand. Did I go over all of them? 25. For beauty, it says feather. This one's feather. So this makes me think of like upside down cactus trees or something. All right, so I think I said everything I wanted to say. I'm gonna read. Is there? Yeah, I'm gonna read through the books, and if I see anything else, I'll say. So that's pretty much like the reading. That's what I see. Yeah. Okay. So. First set here, we have Laguz. So I'm going to just go through the books. I'm going to start with Michael Denny. And for Laguz reversed, where are you? Yeah, it's supposed to go that way. See, I'm still learning my runes. I thought maybe emotions. In reversed, he says, denial, stuffing one's feelings, emotional unconsciousness, unresolved unconscious feelings about to surface. In romance, if reversed, denial of feelings toward partners, seeking to deny one's feelings about someone. If reversed, this rune can signify the client is in denial. The emotions are either so unpleasant or so powerful that the individual has either stuffed them down into the unconscious or is attempting to do so. If left untreated, these deep and powerful emotions will eventually surface with a vengeance. If this rune appears reversed, it is always a good idea to encourage a client to seek some kind of help, whether with a counselor or spiritual advisor, in order to work through their feelings and avoid a disastrous flood that may cause devastation to themselves and those around them. Running away from our feelings never works. We must face our emotions or they will drown us. So Laguz means lake. If it was upright, powerful emotions, strong feelings, deep caring. In romance, strong emotional bond, intense love and caring. We'll go to this book and see what it says for Laguz. Yeah, translation, water. Keywords, water, flow, intuition, the unconscious, psychic ability, the feminine, growth. As a rune of water, Laguz is also the rune of intuition and the subconscious. Laguz reverse points to a lack of flow in your life, perhaps from feeling stagnant in a current job or relationship, or simply from neglecting your intuitive and spiritual side. You may be blocking some unpleasant emotions that need to be allowed to come through in order for you to move forward. Alternatively, you may be feeling tempted to Give in to unhealthy impulses to take the easy route regarding a situation which will not lead to the spiritual growth you are meant to experience. Whatever the case, spending some time in or near a natural body of water can help you find clarity and courage, and is highly beneficial to your energy at this time. When I was shuffling from these cards, like the courage card, like flipped, it was upside down. It like slid out of the deck and landed here. Yeah, the courage. So I don't know. There were some things about courage before this reading cards I pulled, you know, little synchronicities, and yeah, probably going with a Leo season. All right, let me go through the, let me see what the courage card in here is. Why not? Let's just mention it. Courage, where are you, courage? If we got courage, it would have been a Zenith card, number 39. And it's cute. Bold like the sun. Sunlight, power, confidence, space, adventure, strength, ease. Emblem, lion. Yeah, when I was shuffling, it was the only card that like just whoosh, and then it's just funny. It turned out that the antidote to fear was what I feared itself. So into fear I lean, courageous like desert rain. Okay, I just thought maybe nature loves courage. Something about that. Let's go to 25 beauty. I need to speed this up because, I have to go to work. Beauty is a language of love. Being in the house of communication. That's funny. This book is kind of weird. I don't know if I'm not reading it right or if it's just... Beauty envelops us at all times. Beauty is how love speaks. Wind, how she expresses touch, light her service, nature her gifts, nature her nurture. I don't know. See, this book is weird. Quiet her quality time as a universal constant. Beauty transcends individual perceptions. I'm not going to read all this. So it says elements, breath, glow, nature, light, texture, sunrise, shapes. So take some time to nurture your external vessel. When do you feel most beautiful in your